Linggo na naman at balik na naman tayo dito sa Volleyball Central, the Philoil Flying V Center in the heart of San Juan City para sa inyong patuloy na live and exclusive coverage ng inyong paboritong PVL Open Conference. Ang aming ihahain na laban para sa inyo ngayong linggo ng hapon ay ang labanan ng top versus bottom. At nakikita natin getting ready for this game are the Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles versus the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Our lone game here on Liga and Liga HD. And of course, mapapanood nyo sa lahat ng ating mga online platforms and live streaming platforms. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok dito po sa Liga HD. This is the PVL on ABS-CBN. For ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez. Makakasama ko ngayon ay dalawang babaeng hindi ko pa nakakasama in a long time. Matagal ko na hindi nakatrabaho. Si Ivy Remulla and of course ang ating panel at large, Roxanne Montealegre. Roxanne, kamusta? It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while, pero yesterday I was actually with them sa Malolos for
Bulacan.
PVL on tour.
Tama.
Kaya talaga namang excited rin ako ngayon na makita ulit ang Ateneo Lady Eagles from their game top.
Kwentuhan mo kami dyan sa adventures yung sa Bulacan. Ivy, do you miss playing in the PVL?
Ay nako, pag mo nang tanongin
Ay,
sa
sorry.
akin.
Sorry, sensitive topic
Of
ba?
course, yes, of
Sige.
course. Pero syempre, it's still good because I'm still part of the competition. So siguro not in the court, but at least at the sidelines, I still get to witness the game.
Their loss is our gain. Kaya ready na kami. Tara, game!
Hello mga kapamilya! Thank you for making Premier Volleyball League part of your Sunday habit. And welcome to Day 22 of the Open Conference. Last November 4, the Lady Falcons were dispatched by the Banco Perla Spikers in 3 straight sets. And the same team, ang Perla Spikers, that ang nag-end ng 4-game winning streak ng Lady Eagles. Kaya naman ang Lady Eagles ngayon looking to regain their composure and for them to also boost again their morale and bounce back for today's game. Samantalang naman, ang Adamson Lady Falcons ay naghahanap pa rin ng panalo sa conference na ito.
They are 0-9 dito sa ating PVL Open Conference. Sabi ko kanina, Ivy, top versus bottom. But technically, when we look at the team standings, sino ba talaga nasa taas?
That's right. Well, Ateneo is at the top at the moment, but they're not actually holding the number 1 spot. So it's Perla Spikers. They're at the number 1 spot. So kung magtataka lang tayo, bakit with 8, mas maraming wins on Lady Eagles at this time, but it's Perla Spikers who is at the top spot. So what we're doing with the rankings right now is actually point system.
Okay.
So when it comes to the win-loss in terms of sets, wins in the sets, so mas maraming na panalunan na sets itong Perla Spikers.
At 2 beses pa nakaulit ang Perla Spikers over the Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. Roxanne, importante itong laban na to. Hindi pwedeng pa easy Ateneo, lalo na naglalaro sa kasalukuyan in Legazpi City ang Pocari Sweat at ang Creamline Cool Smasher. So very important game pa rin sa Ateneo to.
Yes, actually, tama ka dyan, Boom. Sabi nga kanina ni Coach Oliver Almadro that you can't belittle anybody in the conference. Respect for all teams. Sabi rin niya, if there's anything he's learned, actually, Adamson is a very dangerous team today because they have nothing to lose. Kaya naman, dapat mag-step up pa rin ang Ateneo Lady Eagles for today. Kaya naman, mga kapamilya, if you want to join our conversations here sa PVL, just go to our Twitter handle at ABS-CBN Sports. Use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. At syempre, if you are also going out today on a Sunday with your family, you can still catch the action live. Go to sports.abs-cbn.com/PVL. And also, we are YouTubeable. Just go to youtube.com/ABS-CBN Sports. And I'm sure Boom and Ivy will be super happy to answer all your questions later.
We're super happy to entertain the questions and just read your thoughts Kaya samahan nyo kami, no excuses in terms of following your favorite players here in your favorite league. Nakakalap pa ng ibang mga chismis, balita at mga interview. Etong si Roxanne Montealegre dito sa loob ng Philoy Flying V Center. Kami naman ni Ivy, kakausapin at least 2 of your favorite players sa aming pagbabalik dito sa PVL on ABS-CBN. Ilang minuto na lang magsisimula na ang labanan ng Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles at ang Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons na ironically, Ivy, parehong galing sa talo versus Banco Perlas. Pag-usapan muna natin yung last game ng Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles which was just yesterday in Bulacan. This was only in 3 sets.
That's right. Banco Perlas made short job for Ateneo yesterday, but it was a pretty close first 2 sets. Kaya lang nung pagdating ng third set, talagang tumodo arangkada na itong Banco Perlas and they really wanted to end the game. So tinapos na agad in just 3 straight sets. And of course, at that game, Zier Vasho scored 14 points and other players also scored 2 digits kasama dyan si Kat Bersol and Amanda Villanueva. So very good performance overall para dito sa Banco Perlas.
At marami nagulat, Ivy, actually, maybe not necessarily with the result, pero yung paano natalo ang Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. And here to explain, maybe part of the reason para maliwanagan tayo, lalo na sa mga fans ng Ateneo-Motolite, kasama natin si Janelle Jaja Maraginot here live sa ating panel. Magandang hapon, salamat sa iyong oras, Jaja. Napanood ko yung laro kahapon. And I'm sure you remember, lamang pa kayo dun sa second set, di ba? 21-19, nag-timeout ang Banco Perlas as hindi na kayo naka-score. Ano nangyari? And then, ano nangyari dun sa third set?
Siguro, nawala lang yung persistency namin. Like, sa pressure na din siguro na they're professional. Tapos kami, bata pa lang, ganyan. Yun. Siguro yun lang.
Pero although it ended up in 3 sets, but I think what's important now is the game that you're going to face today. So kung that's already done.
Yeah.
So siguro from the game yesterday, would there be anything that your team had prepared for? Siguro things that you don't want to repeat para today?
Communication lang, persistency, consistency, and tiwala lang sa teammates, kay coach, and syempre kay God.
Sa sistema ni Coach O. Sige, aabangan namin yan and good luck sa game. Maraming salamat ulit sa oras. Jaja Maraginot, of course, our second setter mula sa Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. They lost yesterday. A lot of the players from Ateneo medyo nangapa in terms of their offense, except for Kat Tolentino. She was the one on fire yesterday. Kaya lang kinulang talaga, Ivy.
That's right. Kat has been pretty consistent for the entire season. And yesterday, she had a very standout performance with the only player para sa Ateneo who scored double digits laban sa kanilang game against Banco Perlas with 13 points. But, moving on in all the remaining games na lalaroin syempre ng Ateneo, Kat would need the full support of the rest of her team. And I'm sure na Kat has always been the mark person, one of the mark person para dito sa Ateneo, and that won't be any different for today.
Pero we have to give credit to Paco Perlas yesterday and Jem Ferrer really distributing so well. Lahat pumuntos para sa kanila. Nahirapan itong Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles pero gusto sana makabawi ngayon versus the Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. At pag-uusapan namin yung team na yan sa aming pagbabalik dito sa Liga and Liga HD. Kayo po nanonood ng inyong PVL on ABS-CBN live on Liga HD. Again, for ABS-CBN Sports, Boone Gonzalez, Ivy Remulla, at ang kalaban ng Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles today ay ang Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. So sabi nga natin, pareho galing sa talo. Ito rin, versus the Banco Perlas who are on a roll. They won in 3 sets also, Ivy.
That's right. It was another 3-set win para sa Banco Perlas against Adamson. Actually, medyo naging madali ang assignment dito para sa Banco Perlas with Adamson failed to reach 20 points in any of those sets. But then again, even though naging madali itong laban na to, we have seen how Adamson has really tried to carry on all throughout the game.
With new players, new members, new material. for Coach Air Pada. Pero one of the veterans na mga kasama natin ngayon mula sa Adamson-Akari, Bern Flora, maraming salamat for joining us today. Una kong gusto malaman is, alam nakita natin yung mga scores. Medyo nahirapan obviously kayo sa Banco Perlas. Nakaka-intimidate pa na nakakatapat mo yung mga dati mong teammate, mga ate mo, sila Amanda, sila Joy, sila Fed. Nakaka-intimidate ba yun?
Yes po.
Talaga?
Yes. Pag sila po yung nakakalaban namin.
So, factor yun kung minsan pag naglalaro kayo?
Opo.
Talaga? Interesting.
Well, it's actually, feeling ko very much expected. Siyempre, di ba? Kita mo naman yung experience. But, so yun ang nafe-feel nyo if you're facing up against the veterans. So, ano naman ang nararamdaman na ngayon yung mga collegiate level nyo ang makakatapat?
Ano po, nakaka-excite. Tsaka po, lahat gustong manalo. Ngayong araw na to, yun po.
Kung makasungkit kayo ng panalo ngayon, malaking isda
Yes,
yan,
actually a very big win for them.
Big win,
Yes.
big fish. Alright, bago ka namin pakawalan, Bern, balita namin, babalik daw si Ellie. So yun, ngayon, makakalaro ba siya at how will that help you today?
Sobrang makakatulong po si Ellie, lalo na sa blockings, tsaka sa opensa po. Yun. Sobrang laking factor ni Ellie sa amin po. Ngayong game na to.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you po.
Fans sa Adamson, hoping na makasungkit kayo ng isang panalo today. Bern Flora, kasama natin dito sa ating panel. And she did very well, obviously, against Banco Perlas, pero naubusan lang talaga because of firepower. Rita Coron, Ferrer, diba, Zier Basio, Amanda Villanueva. Yung puntos kung saan nanggagaling mula sa Banco
That's right,
Perlas.
kaya yung sabi mo nga, boom, it was Jen Ferrer did a very good job in distributing all the attacks to all the players, which made it difficult for Adamson. That's why only Bernadette Flora scored in double figures at that game with 11 points. But, she has proven herself to be in a great improvement as
Yes.
you did since the first time na nakita natin.
Correct.
There was a struggle nung una siyang ginagamit. But now, she's really been stepping up para dito sa Adamson and very high hopes para dito kay Bern Flora.
I've said this many times. I'm impressed with the improvement under
Yes.
Coach Air Pada. Etong si Bern Flora. Okay, ang kanyang kupunan, mga kalaban, Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. Yan po'y magsisimula. Ilang sandali lamang si DJ Louie, ang ating entertainment inside the Philoil Flying V Center. Kami ni Ivy magbabalik para sa laban natin dito sa PVL on ABS-CBN.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. James Oliver Mora. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. Game captain is number 3, Bernadette Flora. At number 1, Nika Sofia Yando. Wearing jersey number 6, Cisa Joria Pinar. Number 7, Krich Makaslang. Number 9, Kiara May Fermentilia. Number 10, Lian Perez. Libero, number 14, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Miss Eris Pata. Presenting our Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. Team captain is number 14, Beatriz De Leon. Number 3, Maria Dina Isabella Wong. Number 5, Vanessa Gandler. Number 7, Madeleine Irenea Madaya. Number 9, Pauline Marie Gaston. And number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. Libero number 1, Danielle Therese Ravena. Head coach, Mr. Oliver Almandro. This is the second round of the preliminaries, match number 44. May the best team win.
Alam mo, sundan ko lang yung sinasabi ni Roxanne Montealegre kanina sa ating pregame na hindi pwedeng pa-easy-easy si Coach Oliver Almandro dito dahil when you go back to their first matchup, nag-5 sets to.
That's right. It was actually a very thrilling 5-set match. Because it was not only basta-basta 5 sets, pero dikit na 5 sets.
Yes. And Bern Flora, yung nakausap natin kanina, 25 puntos nung laban na yun. So, of course, things have been different since then, but I'm just saying, potentially,
Serving to start the match from the
hindi
Lady
pwedeng
Falcons.
easy.
That's right. And I think, you know, what's
Number
another
one,
thing that's
Nika
important to point
Mando.
out here in this match is the fact that both of these teams know that they have a bigger tournament that they are preparing for, where they will be facing each other.
First point goes to Ateneo-Motolite,
4-1 for the Lady Eagles.
courtesy of PVL. And of course, these two coaches are going to face each other also in that big tournament that you're talking about for the first time.
Bea De Leon, team captain, serving.
Now, you know Coach O, you know Coach Tai.
Yes.
You know them separately, you know them together.
Madaya.
What are your thoughts on the difference
Solid
of
block.
styles other than the obvious na very vocal si Coach O, opposite naman si Coach Tai, but in terms of like training-wise, philosophy and system, well, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know, both of them actually
Service,
mahirap
De Leon.
magpaisayo.
Okay.
That's for one.
Okay.
So at least that's one thing that they both have in common.
In common, okay.
Yeah, probably, you know, I guess it has already,
Ball is
it
out.
also has
3
something
point
to do
for
with the
Adamson-Akari.
fact kasi that syempre Coach Tai, native language is different from us.
Correct.
So when it comes to instructions, syempre mas specific talaga mag-provide ng instructions itong si Coach Oliver. And we can actually hear that even
Yes.
when you do the timeouts. He has very specific instructions.
Burn
He
floor.
tells all the
Team
players
captain,
exactly what he
serving.
wants to happen. But both naman din also, they give premium din yung dun sa attitude inside the court. You know, so you can hear motivational words lagi. Coach Tai would always tell everyone, happy lang.
Right.
Diba? And Coach O has his own version of that.
Very specific, very
Madaya
detailed
with a quick
as
push.
Manny gets another point.
3, serving
3-1
1.
for Ateneo-Motolite Lady Eagles. Kasalukuyan naglalaban ang kupunan ng Pocari Sweat at Green Line Cool Smashers, at kaya naman natin binabanggit talaga yan because it has major relevance to this game
Tolentino.
for Ateneo,
Serving
Green
for
Line, yung mga
Ateneo.
bagong perlas, yung mga nangunguna sa atin sa team standings.
That's right. So a win from the Cool Smashers could put them in the first place or the top spot.
Pinar off the hand of Gaston. 2 to 3.
Tama, no? Because of all of that point system stuff. As you see, Pinar getting the point. Fritz Makaslang. Lady Falcons, the
Rich
tall
Maslang.
Lady
Serving
Falcon.
for Adamson-Akari.
I wanted to say
Scores
tall
an ace.
Lady Baby
Tied at 3.
Falcon because
Kasi rookie.
and she really looks like a young
Yeah.
girl out there. You know, there are some players who really look like, uy, bagong salta.
Service. Makaslang.
And she scores a service ace to tie this up at 3-all.
And no pressure on Adamson-Akari Lady Falcons. And that's where it becomes more dangerous.
Off the hand
Coach
of
Air
Flora.
disappointed
Madayag
with that
scores.
take by Bern Flora.
Pero medyo kalmado pa si Coach Air at this point. Even Coach Oliver,
Talaga?
so far.
Danny Gandler. Serving for Ateneo-Motolite.
Fanny Gandler with a 1-point lead for her team. Tentative reception by Kiara Permentilla.
5 to 3.
Bongay. Danny,
Service.
Rodela.
Gandler.
And Nina Wong, of course, the starting setter for Ateneo. She did not play anymore towards the yung end, yung dulo nung
Dayag
ating
at the net.
game kahapon. Coach Oliver deciding to take Nina Wong out and go with Malaginot. And that third set was very painful
Service.
for the
Gandler.
fans of Ateneo-Motolite. They were up 21-19. And then nag-timeout si Coach Dong. And after that, 6-0 run. Tinapos, and since then, parang di na nakabangon.
Madaya continues
Lady
to
Eagles
score
in the
block
meantime,
points.
dire-diretsong
7
nagsiserve
to
itong
3.
si Vanny Gantler dahil 4 na ang abante.
Adamson at the moment struggling with their first ball.
Service.
And
Gandler.
on the other hand, you know, already stopping the ball from crossing over. Doon pa lang at the point of the net.
Byrne. Reverse set. And a good block. Gaston saw that coming from Pinar. So
denied by
8-3.
Gaston.
Technical
First
timeout.
technical timeout, 8. Ateneo-Motolite, 3. Adamson-Akari.
Kayo po'y nanonood ng PVL dito sa Liga and Liga HD and Dina Wong. This was from yesterday's match, if I'm not mistaken. You know, one of those also offensive setters. She is turning out to be one of those offensive setters. You know, there won't be surprised na may mga laro na she's got 5 points, ayan, mga ganyan, 3 points, 7 points.
That's right. And I think that's one advantage also having Tina's also a tall setter.
Oh.
So talagang yun yung isang magiging magandang ano niyan eh. The big contribution, the fact that she has also height, so she can contribute when it comes to blocking. Tsaka yung mga biglaang balik ng bola, second ball. Again, with the height and the reach, that's going to be very helpful.
Sabi ko nga, and this, again, she's a converted setter. Sabi ko nga kay Z Nervasio, I was partnering with her last weekend, and I said, in recent memory, in recent history of Ateneo, when you go back to Carla Bello,
Yeah.
Jem Ferrell, pati silang Tan, diba? And then Gia Moran. She's the tallest that they've had in many, many years,
She
diba?
is.
Okay, puntaan natin, balikan natin si Roxanne Monte Alegre. Rox!
It's been a dream come true for Vanny Gander to be playing for the Ateneo Lady Eagles. Pero sabi niya kahapon, it was a wake-up call also for them to stop doubting themselves whenever they face a more veteran team. Sabi rin niya, grade 4 pa lang siya na in love na siya sa paglalaro ng sport. Kaya naman ngayon, all out, all heart din sila sa training. They don't just train once a day, but they actually train twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, and at least 4 hours each until they get what Coach Oliver Almadro wants from them. Sabi rin niya, dreams don't work unless you do. Kaya naman yan daw ang gusto nilang mapakita ngayon sa game na ito, for them to translate all the lessons they learned in the trainings into a win and bounce back from yesterday's loss. Boom.
Thank you, Rox. One of those players who used to wear green, now wearing blue. Here in the collegiate ranks. Miss set there for Adamson, which turns into an easy Ateneo point. 10-4.
10, serving 4.
A lot of unforced errors here on the side of Adamson.
Papalit na.
Substitution.
Mary Jane Igao.
Lady foul.
Come in for
1
Coach
out.
Air.
11. Iga in.
She will set first for Nika Yandok, who will sit on the bench.
Service. Madaya.
Actually, I thought that was double contact, except ni Yandok na yun, pinayagan ng mga referees.
Ball is out. Free point for Adamson-Akari.
So free point now given by Ateneo, courtesy of that service error from Adi Madaya.
There's so many things that go on, as you know, Ivy, in wins and losses. Sometimes, I know people say it's, wala namang kinalaman yung mga venue dyan because it's the same dimensions of the court. But it's not just the dimensions that you're talking about, yung biyahe.
Yeah.
Yung araw mo kahapon, lalo
Yes.
na ito, back-to-back yung mga games ng ating mga teams, yung init, yung
That's right.
these
That's
things,
true.
tapos nasa eskwela pa itong dalawang kupunan na ito. So those things play in during competitions for them.
And sometimes, syempre lahat ito mga bata. Sometimes not much of the the physical aspect of it, but the effect when it comes to mental, emotional.
And there's social media too.
Exactly.
That adds on to it. Kat Tolentino checked at the net. Lead is 5, biggest lead of the match is 6. That's a really good serve.
Scores an ace. 7.
Looked like it was going to go to the back, and then it drops para kay Lea Perez.
Service. Perez.
7 serving 11. Wong chooses De Leon. Igao goes open to Byrne, and Byrne able
Aura off the hand of
to angle it
De Leon.
and avoid a little bit of the block.
11.
Misdirection. This parang kinap niya in the last moment.
Try to touch the hands of the blocker, but it shows a good angle.
Perez.
You know what I've been impressed about Byrne Flores since her first year, when she was coming off the bench pa lang, even when Coach Air wasn't there yet, the year before, Coach Air, grabe tumalon eh.
Oh.
And she is skinny.
That's right.
She has chicken legs, and I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, I have chicken legs too, but there are some people who have chicken legs that have major, parang leap, spring, no?
Yeah. And I think apart from that, you know, when you see her play, you can really see that, you know, she's trying hard. Talagang may puso rin. Of course, lahat naman ng players, you have your good days and bad days. But, you know, in general, you can really see that she's trying very hard.
I honestly think, outside of Perventina, she's the most athletic player they have. You know, kung athleticism lang yung pag-uusapan, sabi lumipad eh. She just doesn't look like a traditional volleyball player. Pongay. Argentina. Look at the adjustment in mid-air by Bird Flora, making us look good with that one. Not the perfect set, but she was able to adjust because of that lead.
Yeah, you have to remember, she's going up against two very tall blockers from Ateneo, the Scott Tolentino and Bea De Leon.
Hindi pa yung isa, hindi siya ganun hanggang dinadaan sa lipad. Easy over. Makaslang, unable to put it away. Candler off the fingertips. Igaw opens again to Burn. Ravenna keeps it alive and actually gives a good set to Gandler. Igaw reverses. Lumusot sa block. Ravenna was there, but Pinar was able to get the point. Fighting Lady Falcons here. Down 6 kanina, Ivy.
That's right, and now they managed to narrow down the score with this 1-point lead here for Ateneo. They started off a bit shaky when it comes to their first ball. Kaya talagang nakaabante ng mabilis ang Ateneo. They had several first balls na talagang over regalo na halos dito sa Ateneo. So, and you know how tall these the players from Ateneo are. So, hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng over ball.
12 all. Oliver Mora, our first referee. That was 4 touches. Another great door closed by Flora and Makaslang. This is what coaching comes into play. She may not have the best individual talent, talking about Coach Erica now, but knowing her and her philosophy of teaching fundamentals, teaching the basics, sometimes the wins and losses, especially in a tournament like this, which, you know, they're not contending for a title here right now. She's trying to teach them all these things that will carry on to the big tournament that they're trying to win. Nakabawi naman ang Ateneo-Motolite doon. Sila naman ang sumara ng pinto. Budgie bar, bar sa sarap. Edel. That's out.
Ball is out. 13.
14 will be serving 13. Nakabawi dito ang Ateneo-Motolite, stopping itong run ng Adamson-Akari. Maganda yung hugot ni Coach Erica Igaw.
Yeah, actually.
Igaw ulit. It's sent back. Reverse kay Byrne. Humabol yung block ni Vanny, pero hindi niya naisara.
Off the block.
Good distribution here for for Igaw. The whole idea was really trying to make the blockers follow, especially middle blocker. Laking bagay kasi yung pagka medyo nadili ng konting middle blocker, you only have one person against your attacker.
Outline nila dyan, dulo-dulo, opensa. Gandler puts it away.
14.
Future looks bright for Ateneo with these recruits. And there's more standing by in their team B. We're actually here in the games always.
And a very tall team, if I might say.
Good coverage by Ponce. Makaslang just sends it over. Wong goes to the middle.
Madaya, go for the block.
Manny able to put it through. 16-14 is our score. Abante pa rin ang Ateneo-Motolite. Mary Jane Igaw, who has been a spark to date in this match against Ateneo-Motolite. They were down 6, nakahabol dahil sa kanyang pagpasok, kanyang distribution. Pero against Banco Perlas, medyo nahirapan mag-distribute etong si Igaw.
But still, she was able to score 2 points. And at 7 running sets when they faced the Perla Spikers. You know, also another thing, syempre pagka-setter, ang isang kailangan din natin tignan dyan is yung dating ng bola sa kanila eh. You know, if your teammates or the other players don't give a very good first ball, talagang nandyan ang challenge para sa setter.
16-14. Catolitino will serve. Ateneo-Motolite looking for their 10th win. They're down to 2 matches na lang dito, no? Sa ating open conference.
Right.
And then, Final 4 na, pag-uusapan natin. Burn from behind. Good attack. See, again, something that she's learned from Erpada. You wouldn't see that back then. She's learned to develop that attack from behind. Dati naalala ko nung first year kasi siya. Nakikita ko lang, mataas lang tumalon.
Oo. Wala pa siya masyadong lakas sa kanyang balo.
Walang direksyon.
Oo.
Ngayon, her basics have been very solid. Igaw. Sa gitna, binigay. Kiara Permentilla.
Into the block, Permentilla. We're tied at 16.
Also interested to see how she's going to do. And the collegiate season opens up for them because yan ang magmamana ng Adamson. Kiara will be the main face after Galanga. Cat.
Well, from the back, Permentilla in the block.
17-16.
They may not have any win here because they're going up against really great competition, but you know that they're going to be dangerous in the UAP Open.
That's right. And one of the reasons why they also participated in the tournament is yun nga, as part of their preparation.
Right.
They know the level of playing na meron dito, the quality of the other teams that they'll be facing up against.
I'm out.
Looks like Coach Oliver Almagro call a timeout.
Binigay mo, di nakatingin ka dapat kung saan papatak yung bola. Pangalawa, dinulo mo naman, pumasok naman dito.
Between Bangko.
Naman, oo. Ayaw natin magsalita. Ito lang ba alam yung gawin, dalawa? Ito lang ba? Pwede naman yan Pwede naman tumakbo ka kagad dito kagad Hindi, alam na kagad yun ang gagawin mo So asan ang variation? Kailangan ba paluin lagi? Hindi natin mag-isip. Hindi pa pwede din sasalita, di na. Lumalayo, gumagawa ng paraan.
4 straight points yan, Ivy. Kanina, nag-technical timeout tayo, 16-14. Abante ang Ateneo-Motolite.
And out of the 4, it was only 1 error lang, no? Courtesy of Ateneo, and everything else was actually a point.
You're right.
From Adamson.
Earned this.
Yes.
Makaslan continues to serve. Wong. Candler puts it away. Perfect set.
That was also good combination play from Dina Wong.
I'm also impressed, with Danny Ravena's improvement as a libero. After that appendectomy, may injury siya in the UAP. Medyo obviously nawala sa condition. This whole off-season has done her so well. Conditioning-wise, she looks great. And her reflexes as a libero has really improved kasama Ivy.
That's true. And we have to remember also na dahil nanggaling din sa conversion. Nag-setter muna, di ba? So transition din for her.
Pati nga sport. Conversion ng sport. Badminton
to volleyball.
Ganda ng lusot ng palo doon. Pongkay. So tabla tayo. Good time out by Coach O. 2 straight points. Ateneo-Motolite. It's off the fingertips and off the arm of Danny Ravena.
19-18.
So I think now Adamson is more or less nakakapag-adjust na sila dun sa blocking ng Ateneo. Noong una talagang solid ang naging block ng Ateneo. But now, they're trying to work their way around the blockers.
Oh, Madayag flew. This is still alive. Still a free ball for Ateneo. Gaston tips it behind. Walang coverage.
Gaston sees the
Smart
hole.
move from Ponggay.
We're tied at 19.
Let's look at our Banco save of the day. Burn, Bora. Able to keep that one alive.
Andy Mataya. Serving for Ateneo-Motolite.
Ligaw. Open. Bayag. Wong tinulak si Beadel.
Miscommunication. 20-19.
How are you as a player, Ivy, when you have to transition from
Adamson-Akari, 9 out.
coach to coach
17. Ave.
and
In.
vastly different personalities? I don't know if you've ever experienced it, pero
yeah.
kung naranasan mo,
Oh.
with all the coaches that you've played
Yeah.
for, diba? Ivy, paano yan? As a player, how do you adjust?
You know, quite honestly, it can be difficult, you know, especially
Sure.
if you've been under the mentorship of a coach for a very long
Long time, yes.
Yeah, so medyo nandun na yung parang naging second nature na syempre lang na sistema, you know, you've embraced it talaga, and then here comes a new coach with totally a different system.
Right, right.
So, I think it all has to start with really trying to understand the system of the coach para mas madali mo siyang ma-embrace. You know, kasi yung if you don't understand where the coach is coming from, it's going to be more difficult for you para sundin or maintindihan yung gusto niya mangyari.
Grabe ang haba ng rally natin dito.
Good defense being shown by both of these teams.
Oh,
Look
but
at that.
pounding
De
the
Leon.
pavement is Bea De Leon, and Coach Air just comes up with a smile, appreciated the effort, and he wants a timeout. She wants a timeout. What a rally. What a swing by Bea De Leon.
Adamson-Akari. Score. 20-all.
I know, in the rallies, you guys gotta focus. I called that timeout to tell you, great job. Great freaking job. Great job. You do not be sad about that. That's good volleyball. Hey, the momentum is on our side. Don't think about anything but that great volleyball. Use that right now. Let's go.
The timeouts are called for very different reasons. And wala pa namang mabigat na timeout si Coach Air dito. So, she decided after that long rally, which technically they lost,
Right.
to call the timeout to congratulate them because it was a great rally, Ivy.
Definitely very good rally. Nang haba na, pero you can really see, you know, the intensity ng floor defense. And that's what Adamson is actually known for the longest time. Yung talagang great or good floor defense.
Right, right.
Serving
You
for
don't-
the Lady Eagles.
Cannot
Setter,
look at
number
team
3,
standings talaga
Leon.
minsan.
Oo.
They're not playing like a 0-9 team. This is out. That's another
Serve
reason
is
for
out.
calling a timeout, Ivy.
21,
Just to freeze
20.
the server every now and then.
And what's good about it was that they lost the rally,
Yes.
but they have the momentum.
And then they get the point from that one.
Ian Perez.
Ano rin yung windang din yan minsan yung mga ganyang timeout. 21-20. Cat
Valentino.
powers it through.
And the Vigaw.
Of course,
Tied at
Tolentino
21.
going through the smaller blocker.
Ponggay.
Ponggay Gaston. Serving.
Good serve. Burn, adjusts, cut shot. Somebody touched the
Net
net,
touch.
and it's a Lady
Leon.
Eagle.
22
See,
to
that's
21.
another thing that Bern has been able to do under Coach Erpada. Pag pangit na yung set niyan dati, wala na rin
Oo.
yan eh. Ngayon, she hops, she adjusts,
At
she
nagbabasa
sidesteps.
siya. Nagbabasa siya. She's reading the defense. So, it may not be the strongest of hits, but she knows where to bring the ball.
Great first ball by Danny Ravena.
Valentino. Off the
Sometimes they
hand
don't
of
get a
Flora.
lot of the credit, but a great
Tied at
attack by
22.
Cat Tolentino came from that. Napakaganda ng first ball.
That one goes off the hands of Bert Mora.
De Leon. Serving for
22 all.
Ateneo.
Ganda ng ating first set dito para sa inyo on Liga and Liga HD. Good coverage again by Ponce. Byrne cuts it. Wong reverses to Cat. Over the block and outside.
Ball is out. 23.
23 will be
22.
serving 22. And Kiara Perventilla will come in.
Substitution. Adamson-Akari.
Kapalitan.
17 out.
Grace Ave.
9. Perventilla in.
Who provided defense there at the back line. Ngayon, nasa harap na siya. So Clara comes in. Candler gets it back. Pagkakataon dito para sa Adamson. Oy! Ay, ay. Double contact.
2 touches. Waldoniga.
That was a waste
Tied
because
at
they had a
23.
chance there. Ateneo was scrambling back on defense.
Take a look at that call.
Ooh, close.
Cap Tolentino. Serving to the lady.
Hindi mo umangal si Coach. Back. Huli.
Ah, well read by Madaya.
Set point. Coach Air will call a timeout.
Timeout. Lady Falcons.
Just a little bit. We'll go by her. Okay? Way to be ready. You've been swinging good. Stop closing your eyes when you're blocking. You're going up. You didn't even know that ball was up. Okay? Right now, do or die. We need one stop. Give him J pass. Let's go.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
First, yung ina-address yung pike attack from the back. Gusto niya mag-adjust lang ng konti yung kamay, just a little bit the angle.
Wag diretso. Wag daw
Oo.
diretso. Because it's, tama nga naman eh, yung blocker nakatapat sa'yo. So, direct yung kamay niya. Pag-angat, diretso yan. So, just a little angle would actually avoid the hands or if not touch the hands, and it might
Lady
actually be
Eagles now
deflected.
at set
Pwede
point
pang maging
advantage.
puntos.
Cap
Ano, huwag
Tolentino.
mag-pisikit pag nag-block.
Oo. Hindi, pero you know, sometimes,
Mapapagalit
or
ka sa
mapapapikit ka, lalo na pag alam mo malakas
Matindi.
pumalo
Oo, pag
yung
matindi.
pinablock mo.
Tama, tama. Cat. Still alive. Kiara sends it to the other side. Chance ball para sa Ateneo. Good reaction, good reflexes. Kiara again. Access
Ball's
denied. Wong opens up to Gandler, who puts it away for the first set.
Ends
for
the set.
Ateneo-Motolite.
Motolite. 25 to 23.
Boy, it was a tough one. They had to bleed for this one, no, Ivy.
That's right. Adamson gave Ateneo a very hard time just to get set number 1.
Take a break. We'll be back.